What up, everybody? It's me, Mr. Right here, with another deck profile to give you all the chaos. To me and Metro Card Fighting Areas Master Beetle. This goes out to you, sir. You asked me to do it, and so here it is. We got Rosenberg. Rosenberg's skill is Darkface. Put it into the soul. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards. It cannot be chosen by card effects, and it cannot intercept. So ideally, you want to use it on a grade 2 or 3 that can intercept. Should something be at rest and you don't have Dark Device on one of your other columns over there, rest him, force rest on one of your opponent's rear guards at stand so you can get that Dark Device skill off. Dark Device is when something or your opponent's column is at rest, the same unit as the same unit this column is in. You know what I'm trying to say. 4 heal triggers because G Guardians. This should be 4, but it's 1 machining butterfly and 3 Darkface crit triggers in the soul plus 5 draw card, 4 bad drip, 8 crit, and 4 stand. I'll put the battle in the description. Where I get like double stand here and double stand there, but she is pretty much the counter charge soul charge engine for the trigger lineup at the end of any turn. So in the soul, choose a grade 1 or less. On your opponent's side, it cannot stand, and you get the counter charge. So soul charging for Darkface is ideal. 3. The 30. Same thing, like I said, for going into soul counter charge, but it's at the beginning of your main phase, and it has resist should you be on Darkface or have a Darkface Vanguard. 4 machining mosquito for soul charge purposes again. 4 little Dorcas for striding and getting Darkface, and 4 counter charge PG's Star Shield. We got 4 Sweet Cocktail Amber Clone, one of the draw engines. Attack the Vanguard, counter blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards. It cannot intercept, and should it be at rest at the end of your opponent's turn, you get to draw. Technical, free stun, and a draw. Place it on rear, Dark Device. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards. It cannot stand, and it can not be. You get to draw a card. Excuse me. You get to draw a card. Should it be at rest? Then we got 2 Papilio. Same thing as was that Punish Stag, except for its 8K body. It's just there just to get the free stuns off. That could be anything you want it to be. We got 1 of Vector Zeus for obliterating all 1s and 0s on the field early, so that can affect your opponent harshly, and it can kind of affect you harshly should you have committed to the field that much. Its limit break skill isn't all that important. Got 3 Superior Mantis. When it's a rear guard call, Dark Device, stun a unit, counter blast 1, stun another unit, all in the same column. So you get to freely stun a whole column. You can Darkface a different column, or a back row 2 units, something like that. So you can really start messing with your opponent. That's pretty much it. The counter blast effect is for Vanguard as well. Darkface is the main one, the main mind you want to be on. So GB2, Soul Blast 2, anytime your opponent calls something, that fucks with Spike Brothers. Any of the Paladins that Superior call. Anything that calls things from the soul with Harry, or anything that needs combo pieces to start attacking and going off. So GB2 is there, especially usually after the first stride. And then it's on stride skill, counter blast 1, choose up to 2 units they cannot stand, and of course the draw engine is there should they remain at rest. So there's plenty of draw there should you want to do that. Strides, of course, we got 1 Sea Breeze because Gotta get up off that generation there. We got 2 grist for it for when your opponent's Vanguard attacks Counterblast 1, rest their back row. So that fucks up any and all Amber clones and things that attack from the back row. 2 Scarabags for 2 or more units at rest. It becomes a 20. Then we got 1 Pair Spear for if I don't have any Counterblast, or if I don't feel that the timing is there to go into anything else, then it gets a +5 for and a card for 3 cards being at rest on your opponent's field, which is fantastic. Possible finisher is Straggle Dipper, Counterblast 1, not Persona flip something up in the G zone. Choose up to 3 units on your field, and those units gets +1000 for every unit on your opponent's field at rest. So again, possible finisher, kind of like, what's that boy, Blizzard. Got 3 Stun Beetle. He's kind of like the shy person at the get-together that you may have, and you wouldn't expect that talent or them to pull the most attractive person at the get-together or sing as well as they do. That's Stun Beetle. Should he hit Counterblast 2, Persona Flip, your opponent can't reride or restand. So he pretty much fetches out those PGs and G guards real early, real fast, especially if you were to G guard. It's like, oh. But I've actually hit with it a couple times. 2 Ambatorandis. Counterblast 2, discard a card when Generation 2 is available. Your opponent cannot call units the next turn whatsoever by any means necessary. So it stops them for an entire turn. All you gotta do is PG the Vanguard 9 times out of 10 if you're able to do so. Then for the Darkface crit, if only. Darkface Stride, Counterblast 1, flip up something in your G zone, preferably its own, because it goes up. Plus, it goes up for every one you have face up in the G zone of this. So you can target a unit. That unit can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects. And this card gets +5000 per each unit. So it stops intercepts and card effects. So it's like you have to guard from hand. And any crits or stands or whatever you have to give to the back row. Or to the Vanguard if they're defending, So it's like, okay. Plus, they're just like 9K vanillas swinging for whatever. They can activate their own skills, however, so that's fine. But it's like, oh, please call something. And of course, like I said, Sea Breeze. I'm not sure if I said that earlier. Comment, like, subscribe, share it with your mother, brother, and any other